She was very salty about it. I bite my thumb at thee, madam. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, the girls are kind of like grumbling about, because I think Satori's got her reading comprehension test when they get back from their little holiday or whatever, right? They have a little bit of a break coming up here. They're off for 4 days, I think. Yeah. So, yeah, Cookie was very salty about it. Okay, so this looks like a lighter one. This is 9. Especially when they ask, what was the author trying to imply here? Yeah, I know, right? Exactly. Because it's really open for interpretation a lot of the times. I had class and instantly dropped because the teacher was having us do that for a book he wrote. Are you serious? That's lame. And I bet you guys all had to buy the book too, right? It's not even actually testing reading. I know, right, Kiros? I took a, yeah. I don't want to see yours. I don't want to assess your work, dude. Right? Yeah, because it really isn't. Like, I feel like if they gave you, like, it would be better as like an essay question or something like that, where you get something like a poem or an excerpt or whatever, and then you ask, what do you think the author was trying to convey here? Then you can say, this is what I think, and these are the reasons why. So then you can defend your position on why you think that, right? And because I think by just being like, because then any teacher could disagree with you. I recall, like, even when I went to high school, when I was in high school, long time ago, like, no one could agree on whether or not Hamlet was crazy. Right? Yeah, I instantly dropped it. I was like, I'm not going to pay for a class that I have to write about your damn book and buy it on top of that, right? Way to secure your book sales, buddy. Yeah, right? I hate professors who do that. It's such bullshit. They had written material. Listen, you're not that far behind me. I know for sure Riston's not that far behind me. I'm sure you're not that far behind me either, Doc. But well, and so when apparently this year they're making them memorize excerpts from material. Like, so they're not actually getting, so when they go write their diploma exams, they're not getting excerpts. They have to remember, like, have things memorized to write about, basically. I'm a young man at heart. Okay. But yeah, so that's kind of, which I think is really weird. I'm like, why wouldn't you just give them the material you want them to write about rather than having them memorize stuff? I think it's weird that they have them do that. Because if I know if I had to memorize excerpts to write about in my exam, I totally would have failed English. There's no question about it. Back in my day, had to walk uphill in the snow both ways for school, where we'd smash the papyrus into paper that we might be able to write our thesis about our dear Lord of... Wow, Doc, yeah. Memorization of random shit. I know, right, Kiros? I don't know if I would survive primary school these days, but then again, I write code and can remember that. Sure. I mean, you're true, I guess. But I don't know. I think, what is For social, I think Cookie's having to read 1984, which is interesting. She says she's really enjoying it. She hates the main character but loves like the world, as in like the setting. She thinks it's really interesting, but she can't stand the main character. 1984, Orson Welles. They have to read it for social, so. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the books they made us read in high school were dry as fuck. I know of it. Never. Why does she have to read that? All she has to do is turn on the news. Yes, I know. Yeah. I mean, she was saying that this morning. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, it'll be interesting because it's gonna affect Canada as well, right? Um, I know he was already eyeing our freshwater supply, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.